Hey guys, so happy Friday morning, man. It's Pat from Financial Reboot. Let's do a little update here. You can see the markets are kind of chippy a little bit this morning. Let me share a screen with you here. We'll pull up an S&P 500 chart. There you go. This is a live chart. We're up about 35 points on the Dow, about 7 or 8 on the S&P. Nasdaq's up about 50, 60. This is cut the earlier bounce there. We opened up at about almost 100 points up on the Dow. So it's giving it back a little bit. Now, look, guys, we've been talking about it over the last couple of days, right? We've been talking about inflation. Yesterday, we were watching it, Fox Business, CNBC. There must have been 20 people in a row that came on and talked about GameStop and the hearing, the useless hearing that didn't add up to anything. And let me kind of fill you in on that. But nothing about inflation, nothing about the unemployment report, nothing about any of that, right? So it's been an interesting, the enthusiasm this morning was kind of good, right? And why was it good? Well, Janet Yellen came out again yesterday and said, we need to go big on the stimulus. Ask yourself, why would your Treasury Secretary be telling your Fed that your administration, that we should be going big on more debt when we're already saddled with a bunch of debt from the other two stimulus and the debt that we were carrying before the COVID and all this other debt, right? Why would we want more debt? And that's because she's scared to death of inflation. And she knows it. She knows that she needs to pump money into people's pockets because there's no jobs yet. And the unemployment report proved that, right? But nobody wants to talk about that. We talked about oil yesterday and how that's starting to create inflation, right? The price of oil goes up, the price at the pump goes up, the price at the travel goes up, all these prices go up, right? Let's talk about another inflationary sign that nobody's talking about. Actually, they're cheering it. Copper made another 9-year high, right? Think about the use of copper, how much it goes. At least 6% of all phones are copper. Think about the equipment that your Bitcoin miners use. Think about Texas, where that infrastructure has just been decimated and they're going to have to repair. What are they going to have to repair? Copper lines. That's right. Oh, and the water too, right? What do you use on those? Copper pipes. The price of copper is now at a 9-year high. So think about how that affects the inflationary things too. Nobody's talking about this, guys. Nobody's talking about the train wreck of an unemployment report. Everybody's just talking about we want stimulus. Well, again, stay away from politics, okay? It's not about being red. It's not about being blue. It's not about it being central. This is about, we need this administration to make the right moves to get us back economically. So everybody should be rooting for them. But at this point, we need to create job growth. But you look what we're doing: closing pipelines, creating more unemployment, not forcing education back into the classrooms, more people on unemployment, right? So it's just a tempest right now. And everybody's so cheery and happy that they're not focusing on the reality. So we talked about it yesterday. Stay a little bit tight right now. Stay a little bit defensive. Make sure that you've got a part of your portfolio in some great stocks, good balance sheets, good dividends, weather the long term. It might get a little dicey here for 2, 3, maybe the rest of the year. Who knows? Depends on how this economy goes. But like the CCI pick we gave you a couple of days ago, that's a great stock. Options are great. They're big money if you do them right, but they're also big risk. So right now we're just sitting on 2 or 3 option plays and we're letting the market resolve. What do I mean by that? If you look at the S&P for the last week or so, you see you have good days, bad days, good days, bad days, good days, bad days. You're just going sideways. The market's starting to resolve itself. Is it going to do another leg like the November leg? Or is it going to reprice itself? Is it going to come down? And that's what we're waiting to see before we put any swing trades on the board, which would be your option trades, right? So, and we recommend you guys do the same. But more so than that, enjoy your Friday. Go enjoy your weekend, and we'll get back on it on Monday, right? You should be positioned right now. You shouldn't be in a fury on a Friday. Anyways, guys, all you guys, thank you for watching all week. We'll be back on Monday. Stay cautious. Make sure you got a good part of your portfolio in some good stocks. And in the other part of your portfolio, you can use for the more risky plays. All right, gang. Have a great weekend. And thank you again for watching.